In this video, I'm going to be going over the top 5 best coaches right now in Season 7 in NBA 2K23 Myteam. As you guys probably know, we got so many new Dark Matter and Galaxy Opal coaches for the all-time. As you guys can see, there's guys like Phil Jackson, Bill Russell, all of these new Dark Matters, and tons of Galaxy Opal coaches, a total of 30 new coaches in the game. So I'll be ranking the top 5 and then also giving you guys some budget options at the end of the video. Some, more affordable coaches that are still extremely good and very similar to the coaches in this top 5. But coming in at the number 5 spot, I do think is going to be one of the new Dark Matter coaches, and that's going to be Steve Kerr. He's going to give a plus 10 for perimeter centric, so plus 10 is a huge upgrade for a coach on most cards. So if perimeter centric is mainly just going to give 3 ball, if I just quickly show you guys the boost, you can see it's going to be the same boost as Sue Bird. She's plus 6 perimeter centric, so Steve Kerr's boost would be plus 10. Looking at the minutes, you can see right here plus 6 ball handle, so Steve Kerr would be plus 10 ball handle, plus 10 3 ball, plus 10 mid-range, plus 10 perimeter, plus 10 driving dunk, and plus 10 defensive rebounds. That's what you'll get for the guards, your small forwards, but then for your power forwards, it's going to be a little bit different, I do believe, or for your center, I think it's going to be a little bit different. So pretty good boost, I will say, for Steve Kerr. The fact that you're getting plus 10 is a huge thing for a lot of center cards that do need 3 ball and ball handle. So I would say Steve Kerr is the 5th best coach in the game. And now these next 4 coaches I think are absolutely elite, all going to be either Pace and Space or 7 seconds, which I do think are the 2 best boosts in the game. There's also going to be a defensive coach in here, but at the number 4 spot is going to be Mike Fratiolo. I don't know how you say his name, but he's going to be a plus 8 7 seconds coach, and I think 7 seconds might honestly be the best system in the game. If I quickly go over to the coaches and I can find someone here with 7 seconds, I think I do have one. Yeah, Steven Siles. He's going to be 7 seconds. So what it gives for guards is it gives speed, 3 ball handle, pass IQ, driving layup, mid range, and that's once again going to be the same for all of the guards. But the biggest difference is when we look at a center card like Ryan Hollins, it's going to give a center plus 8 speed, plus 8 3 ball, plus 8 driving dunk, plus 8 defensive rebound, plus 10 or plus 8 hands, and plus 8 driving layup. But mainly the speed and the 3 ball both being at a plus 8 is going to be a huge upgrade for maybe slower center cards like Rick Smith, Manute Bol, Yao Ming, even cards like Kristaps who don't have crazy high speed. That's when it's going to be super helpful to have being a plus 8. You can take a card like Yao Ming who has 80 speed on his Galaxy Opal, or like 82 speed, and now you can have him with the 90 before the shoe boost, and then now a 94 with a diamond shoe boost. That's why these coaches are super important sometimes for cards like Yao Ming, and that's why I think 7 seconds is probably the best system in the game right now for coaches. So I do think this Mike coach, the Galaxy Opal, is going to be the 4th best coach in the game. But coming in at the number 3 spot is going to be a defensive coach. I feel like defense is super important right now in the game because a lot of cards already have maxed out speed, maxed out 3 ball, maxed out driving dunk, that's the stuff that most perimeter centric and pace and space coaches give. But the thing about Bill Russell is he's going to give plus 10 to the defense, and that's stuff a lot of cards do need in game. If I go to the coaches and I go to a defensive coach, which we'll look at Tom Thibodeau, you can see right here what he's going to give to guards is perimeter defense, block, and strength, and even louder quickness can be super helpful at a plus 10. There's a lot of guards and bigs that are low on block, low on strength, so that's going to be super helpful. And then also if you go to a big, for example with Ryan Hollins, they're going to get interior defense, they're going to get perimeter, which is super helpful. They're also going to get strength, defensive rebound, offensive rebound. So I think the defensive boost is super good for a lot of cards in the game that sometimes have low defense. Like when I do my badge up videos, I can tell there's a lot of stats. The stats that I usually see the lowest are strength, block, and interior defense, and that's what defensive coach do give. So that's why Bill Russell I think is going to be a top 5 coach in the game, and he's a Dark Matter, so he's going to give plus 10, which is super viable. And then obviously super viable. And then at the number 2 spot is going to be Greg Popovich. Surprisingly enough, Greg Popovich isn't a defensive coach. He's actually going to be pace and space, which I do think is the 2nd best coach boost or coach system, whatever you want to call it. I do think pace and space is the 2nd best in the game, right behind 7 seconds. If I go to a pace and space coach, let me see who I have here. Pace and space will do this Mark Silver card, or Mark Silver coach card. And for the stats, he's going to upgrade for a guard would be 3 ball handle, speed, perimeter, perimeter, which is nice to have on a lot of guards. Same thing for your shooting guard and same thing for your small forward. And then you look at the center, he's not going to give the 3 ball. That's the one negative to a pace and space, and that's why I like 7 seconds more than pace and space, because 7 seconds gives the 3 ball and the speed to center and power forward cards, where I'm pretty sure maybe for power forwards it might be a little bit different. He might give the 3 ball. I don't think he does, but he might give a 3 ball to a power forward. But the center cards like a Ryan Hollins, like a Yao Ming, these specific center cards like Rick Smith, they're not going to get that +8 or +10, I should say, 3 ball, which sometimes does matter if they have a low 3 ball like Rick Smith. Like that +10 would be super helpful, but still getting that +10 speed, they get that +10 perimeter, +10 interior defense, I think is super nice to have. So I will say Greg Popovich, I think, is the second best coach in the game, right behind what I believe is the best coach right now on my team that's probably going to go for a ton of MT, and he's super rare on the auction house, is the Dark Matter Rudy Tomojanovic. I think that's how you say his last name. He's going to be +10 7 seconds. And like I said, I think 7 seconds is the best coach boost in the game. So him having +10 is just going to be a better version of that Opal Mike card we looked at previously. So yeah, going back to Steven Siles, we can see right here, once again, these are going to be the boost for the guard. Speed, 3 ball, ball handle, drive and layup mid-range, all going to get to a +10. But the biggest difference is when you go to a center card on the Dark Matter coach. What was his name again? I just completely forgot his name. Oh, Tom, right? I think it was Tom. I just completely forgot his name. I'm pretty sure it was Tom, right? Let me just quickly check. Oh, no, it was Rudy. See, Rudy, on the Dark Matter Rudy coach, I think he's going to be the best in the game, because for a center card, he's going to give +10 to center cards. He's going to give +10 speed and +10 3 ball. So like I was mentioning, that is super valuable to have on cards like a Yao Ming, like I was saying earlier, Rick Smith, Manupal. That is super helpful, because now you look at a card like Yao Ming, who's got 82 speed, you get that +10, now up to a 92, and then you give him +4 from a diamond shoe boost, and now he's going to have 96 speed on a Yao Ming card. That's why I think he's super valuable and the best coach right now on my team. But now just to quickly talk about some more budget options, maybe not necessarily budget, but just some more affordable options. Monty Williams only being about 10 to 15k. He's still a really good pace and space coach at a +5. Also, if you go to the WNBA coaches, if you can find one that is a 7 seconds, I think that's the best system. I don't remember who, I know she was defense. Who was the 7 seconds? I think there was 1 or 2 in here that were 7 seconds. Kelsey Plum, she's really good for a budget coach. Only 6,000 MT for the best system in the game. She's going to give +5 to the 3 ball, +5 to the speed for the centers, which is super helpful. Yes, it's not going to be +10 like the Dark Matter coaches for 7 seconds will give, but +5 is still really, really helpful. And then also from the all-time NBA coaches, if you go to, I think it's the second page, you go to this Opal Bill Sharman, you can either buy him for 100,000 MT and he's balanced, which I think is really good, or if you're just grinding unlimited, which I know is a lot of points, but if you grind unlimited and you get all the way to, it's not updated on this, but I think it's once you get to 18,000 points around here. It's not updated on this account for some reason, because I haven't played Unlimited, I think, yet or something. But basically around 18,000 points in Unlimited, you do get that Galley Sopa Bill Sharman coach, which is one of the better coaches in the game. So you can technically get him for free. You can also sell him and actually make a decent amount of MT as well. So that's nice for either making MT or you can use him as your coach. But yeah, those are some good budget options. Monty Williams is really good. Kelsey Plum from the WNBA coaches. If you can find any other, maybe Pink Diamond 7 seconds. I don't think there is any Pink Diamond 7 seconds. I could be wrong though, but I don't believe there is. She's also really good. Sabrina, she's a pace and space, the exact same as Monty Williams. Yeah, that's going to be me ranking the top 5 best coaches right now on my team, and also some really good budget options that are a lot more affordable in game. But let me know in the comment section down below, who do you guys think are the top 5 best coaches right now on my team, and let me know which coach you guys are currently running on your squad as your coach, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.